God says, "My child, I see your trembling heart. I know you've been watching from afar, wondering how someone who once looked at you like you were their entire world is now walking down the aisle with another soul. I have seen the tears you've hidden beneath your pillow, the prayers you whispered in the quiet of the night, and the ache that comes when you force a smile while your spirit silently breaks. You ask me, God, why? Why would you let them love someone else? Why would you let my soulmate slip away when I felt our connection was written by heaven itself? And I say to you, my beloved, I never allowed this to break you, I allowed it to awaken you. There are times when love must walk away so that faith can take its place. You see, my child, I do not separate two souls without a divine reason. The love you felt was real. The connection you shared was born from the light I placed in both your hearts. But sometimes, the timing of earth does not match the rhythm of heaven. Your soulmate is not gone, they are learning. They are walking through lessons they were not ready to face when they were beside you. The person they are marrying now is not your replacement. They are a mirror sent to awaken what still sleeps within their soul. I know this truth feels like a blade in your chest, but remember, not all endings are permanent, and not every separation is a goodbye. When you cry, I am there. When you whisper their name, I listen. When your chest feels empty, I fill it quietly with my light. My child, the human heart often believes that love should be simple, but divine love is sacred, and sacred love must be tested. I did not take this person from you to punish you, I placed distance between you to protect what was still unfinished. You both were holding on to each other, but neither of you was ready to hold what heaven had prepared. The one you call your soulmate is wearing a mask of joy right now, smiling for the world while their spirit trembles beneath. They may appear happy, but deep down, they are feeling a hollow ache, the kind that no celebration can fill. For their soul remembers the connection that was pure and untouched by the noise of this world. You see only what your eyes allow, but I see the truth beneath. I see how many nights your soulmate still dreams of you. I see the way they reach for their phone and stop themselves. I see their prayers, the ones they whisper when no one is watching. They ask me, why do I still feel them in my heart, even as I try to move on? And I whisper back, because you can never unlove what heaven once tied together. My child, love does not die. It transforms. It travels through seasons, through mistakes, through distance and silence, until it finds its divine form. Sometimes I must take your hands apart to heal what lies between them. For if you held on now, you would carry pain that would destroy the love I am trying to preserve. The person you love is caught in a storm of confusion, karmic ties, and unlearned lessons. The one they are marrying now is not there forever, they are a bridge. A bridge that will lead them back to truth, to clarity, and eventually, to you. But you must not chase them. You must not beg for what is already written to return. Your task now is to trust, to heal, to rise. Do not think I have abandoned you, my beloved. When I delay something, it is because I am perfecting it. The silence between you is not emptiness, it is sacred work happening behind the veil. There are angels right now standing between you and this person, rearranging timelines, healing memories, untangling fears, and making space for divine truth to enter again. What you think is rejection is actually redirection. I am not saying no, I am saying not yet. You must understand, true love must be built on wholeness, not wounds. The person you loved must learn how to love themselves before they can truly love you. They must walk through darkness to understand light. They must face loss to understand the sacredness of having. That is why, for now, they walk another path. You, my child, have a purpose too. This heartbreak is not meant to destroy you but to reveal your strength. Every tear is watering the seeds of your next blessing. Every sleepless night is forging the crown of your divine becoming. You were not left behind, you were chosen to be refined. I am using this season to teach you to love without attachment, to forgive without bitterness, and to trust without seeing. You will not always understand my ways, but one day you will look back and say, God, now I see why it had to happen this way. My child, do not curse the one who left. Bless them. For through their absence, I am revealing your purpose. Through their silence, I am teaching you to hear me more clearly. Through their choices, I am guiding you toward your divine timeline, the one where love is not fleeting, but eternal. And hear me now, the one who is marrying someone else will one day remember the light they walked away from. They will realize that no matter how far they go, their soul still recognizes yours in every sunset, every prayer, every breath. Do not seek revenge. Do not cling to sorrow. Your pain is sacred ground where miracles are about to bloom. You will not stay broken forever. I am mending you quietly in ways you cannot see. One day soon, when you least expect it, the truth will reveal itself. What was meant for you will return, not in the same way, but in a better form. You will not have to chase it. It will find you because it was written by my hand. So rest, my beloved. Lay down the weight of what you cannot change. Let me fight for you, heal you, and restore what is yours. Because I am God, and I do not make mistakes. What is written in heaven cannot be erased by human hands. Your soulmate's heart may wander for a time, but their soul belongs to you, and I am guiding it home. My child, you ask me through your tears, if love was real, why did it end like this? Why would you let my heart fall for someone who was never meant to stay? But I tell you, nothing I allow in your life is meaningless. Every person who enters your heart carries a divine assignment. Some come to awaken you. Some come to test your patience. Some come to heal your faith. And some, though they leave, never truly go, because their soul remains tied to yours through the threads of destiny that I myself wove. You do not see what I see, my beloved. You see only the heartbreak, the photos, the wedding rings, the smiles that tear at your heart. But I see the invisible. I see the emptiness behind that smile, the confusion behind those vows, and the quiet longing that still calls your name in their dreams. You see a union, I see a lesson. You see loss, I see preparation. When I said this connection was sacred, I never meant it would be simple. True love must pass through fire before it becomes gold. You and your soulmate were bound not just by emotion, but by purpose. And purpose requires pressure, because only pressure reveals truth. Right now, the one you love is walking through a path that looks like joy but feels like confusion. They are with someone else, yes, but not at peace. For their soul remembers what their mind tries to forget. The more they try to move on, the stronger the pull of divine memory becomes. They are learning, through illusion, what genuine love feels like. Do you know why I allowed them to marry another? Because they were not ready for the love you carried. They were drawn to you because they saw the light in you, a light that mirrored the part of themselves they had not yet embraced. But instead of nurturing it, they ran from it. They chose comfort over calling. They chose what looked easy over what felt eternal. Yet even as they turned away, I never turned away from you. I never stopped working behind the scenes. For every tear you shed, I wrote a promise of restoration. I know how deeply you loved them. I know how you replay moments, searching for what you did wrong. But hear me, my beloved, you did not lose them because you failed, you lost them because I intervened. You were about to settle for a version of love that was still wounded, still unfinished. Had I not allowed this distance, you both would have broken each other. So I pulled you apart, not to destroy your bond, but to save it. There is a difference between punishment and preparation. You are not being punished. You are being refined. Every moment you spend in stillness is shaping you into who you must become before I bring them back. I am teaching you patience, compassion, and strength that will not waver when life tests you again. You are learning to love yourself the way you once tried to love them, fully, faithfully, unconditionally. Your soulmate's journey looks far from you, but it is leading them closer to truth. The relationship they are in now is karmic, meant to expose their hidden wounds. It is showing them what false peace feels like so they can recognize real peace when it returns. The more they try to escape their inner calling, the more restless their spirit becomes. My child, I know this part hurts. You wake up in the middle of the night with their name echoing in your chest. You wonder if they think of you too. And I whisper, yes, they do. Even in the arms of another, their heart feels incomplete. Because what I unite in spirit cannot be erased by circumstance. There are angels walking beside both of you right now. They are guiding each of you through lessons that mirror one another. You are healing your abandonment, your need to control, your fear of being unworthy. They are facing their fear of commitment, their guilt, their pride. The paths look different, but they lead toward the same divine intersection, the point where both hearts will finally understand love through my eyes. You see, my beloved, love is not a possession. It is a sacred reflection of my own being. That is why I separate before I restore. That is why I allow distance before reunion. Because when you return, it will not be out of need, but out of wholeness. And hear this truth, sometimes, the only way to bring two souls together forever is to let them experience what life feels like apart. Without this separation, you would never know the depth of your connection. Without this heartbreak, your love would remain fragile. So I am strengthening both of you through this divine delay. Do not rush what I am still writing. Do not envy what looks perfect from afar. I am not finished. There will come a moment, quiet and unexpected, when the veil will lift. The one who turned away will look at their life and feel a sudden emptiness they cannot explain. They will see your face in their mind, hear your voice in their dreams, and realize, they married comfort, but they abandoned destiny. When that moment comes, my child, do not gloat. Do not close your heart. For I am preparing you to love them again, not from pain, but from peace. You will be their safe place when the illusion collapses. You will be the reminder of what divine love truly feels like. Until then, stay faithful to the process. Let me heal you in silence. Do not seek answers from them, seek them from me. Do not chase what is running, stand still and trust that what is yours will always circle back. Because love that comes from me cannot die, it only transforms. One day you will understand why this heartbreak was your biggest blessing. You will see that I did not take something from you, I was giving you more. I was giving you growth, power, and divine identity. For love that is born of heaven always finds its way home. And when it does, you will not cry the same tears again, you will cry tears of gratitude, because you will finally see how my hand was upon you the whole time. My child, there are moments when the silence feels endless, when you stare at the ceiling at night, wondering if heaven has turned its face away from you. You whisper their name, but no answer comes. You look at the sky and say, God, if you really love me, why does this pain never end? And I hear you. Every whisper, every cry, every breath that trembles with heartbreak, I hear it all. I know the ache that has wrapped itself around your heart. I know how you pretend to be fine, how you tell others you've moved on, yet deep inside, a part of you still waits, not for a message, not for a call, but for meaning. You want to understand why love felt so divine, only to end in silence. My child, I never forgot you. You were never abandoned. I am not ignoring you, I am healing you. There are seasons where my silence is not punishment, but protection. The distance you feel from me is only the sound of your own heart growing stronger. You see, in the noise of the world, my voice is often drowned out. So I allow stillness. I allow loneliness. Because in that emptiness, you begin to hear me clearly again. You begin to remember who you are beyond the pain. You begin to see that love is not something you lost, it is something I am rebuilding inside of you. When your soulmate walked away, I did not walk away. When they chose another, I stayed beside you. I wrapped you in invisible light and whispered, "Be still, my beloved. This is not the end. This is the becoming." I know it hurts to watch them live a life that doesn't include you. I know how much strength it takes to see them smiling in photos while you're still piecing yourself back together. But, my child, not everything that glitters in the world is gold in heaven. The joy they show others hides an emptiness they cannot name, because the spirit knows truth even when the mind denies it. You think they have moved on, but they haven't. They are trying to fill a void that only divine love can fill. Every laugh, every distraction, every moment of pretend happiness is a way to silence the voice of their soul, the voice that still calls out for you. And as for you, the silence is not the absence of love, it's the space where I'm remaking you. You are in your sacred rebuilding season. I am turning your heartbreak into wisdom, your tears into rivers of healing, and your emptiness into a vessel for miracles. Do not despise this silence, my child. It is holy ground. This is where I am teaching you how to love yourself without conditions. This is where I am teaching you that your worth does not depend on who stays or who leaves. This is where I am teaching you that you are whole, even when you are alone. The love that you gave so freely was never wasted. Every ounce of that love returns to you now, transformed into strength, grace, and divine beauty. The pain that once made you question everything will soon become the reason you believe again. You feel forgotten, but you are being written into a greater story. You cannot see it yet, but every unanswered prayer is aligning with something higher. I am preparing not just your heart, but your destiny. You are not just healing from lost love, you are awakening into divine purpose. And hear me, your soulmate feels this shift too. Even from afar, their spirit senses the distance growing heavier. They wake up sometimes and feel an ache they cannot explain. They think of you in moments when life feels too quiet. They remember your laughter, your care, your prayers, because true connection cannot be erased. The person they are with now was never meant to replace you, only to reveal what love is not. They will learn through this connection that happiness without spiritual truth is hollow. They will begin to see the difference between temporary comfort and eternal bond. And when that realization dawns, their heart will break, not as yours did, but in a way that brings them back to humility and truth. But my beloved, by then you will be different. You will no longer wait from a place of pain. You will no longer cry wondering if you are enough. You will have grown wings where your heart once bled. For this is what my love does, it transforms ashes into light. You must understand, my child, sometimes I withhold answers so you can grow through questions. I could give you every explanation now, but it would rob you of the wisdom born in the waiting. I could heal you instantly, but then you'd never know your own strength. So instead, I walk with you through the valley. I sit beside you in silence. I let the tears fall. And I whisper softly, this pain will not last forever. This silence will sing again. You are learning patience not because I am cruel, but because love that comes too early cannot endure. The reunion you desire will come only when both hearts are ready to honor it, not from fear, but from faith. Do not measure love by time, my child. Measure it by transformation. If love makes you softer, wiser, and closer to me, then it was real. And what is real can never be lost, it only changes form until it finds its way home. Right now, your soul is being refined. You are becoming what I always knew you were, strong, radiant, capable of divine love. And when the day comes that you look into their eyes again, you will not be the same person who begged them to stay. You will be the one who finally understands why they had to leave. The world may call it heartbreak, but heaven calls it rebirth. So breathe, my beloved. Let the silence be your sanctuary, not your prison. For even in the stillness, I am speaking to you. I am preparing your next chapter, one written with divine peace, not pain. You are not forgotten. You are being remembered in every corner of heaven. And soon, when you least expect it, the same love that broke you will return to heal you, purified, blessed, and destined by my hand. Until then, keep your faith steady. Because what I have joined in spirit cannot be broken by time, distance, or human choice. I am with you always, even in the silence. My child, you have walked through storms that should have broken you, yet here you are, still breathing, still standing, still searching for my light through the cracks of your pain. And because of that, heaven is moving. The story that once felt finished is being rewritten. You must understand something sacred. I am not a God of endings, I am a God of divine rearrangements. What seems lost to the human eye is never lost to me. What was stolen will be restored. What was broken will be rebuilt. What was delayed will return in my perfect timing. You think the chapter with your soulmate has closed, but I tell you, it has only shifted pages. Destiny cannot be undone by human choices, and I am now rewriting the lines that others tried to erase. Right now, as you sit in quiet reflection, things are moving in the unseen. Angels are at work, whispering truth into hearts that have forgotten who they belong to. Your soulmate, the one who once chose another path, is beginning to feel the stirring of divine restlessness. The peace they thought they found has turned heavy, and the joy they displayed is dimming beneath the weight of my correction. This is not cruelty, it is awakening. For too long, they have tried to outrun their calling. They have worn smiles for the world but felt emptiness in their spirit. They have searched for love outside of my plan, only to discover that every path away from truth leads back to it. And so, I am intervening. I am shifting circumstances, rearranging people, and breaking illusions that were never meant to last. What was once hidden in shadow will now be brought into light. Lies will crumble, false comfort will fade, and the heart that once walked away will begin to remember what real love feels like. The relationship they are in now, it is beginning to lose its false foundation. Not because you wished for their downfall, but because I will not let what is not of me stand. They will wake up one morning and feel a heavy silence in their spirit, an ache that whispers your name. They will begin to question everything, their choices, their vows, their peace. And that questioning will be my hand turning their heart back toward truth. You, my child, are part of that truth. You are the reminder of what divine love feels like, patient, pure, forgiving. You are the mirror I placed in their life to show them my reflection. And though time and distance have separated you, that reflection remains unbroken. While they were learning their lessons, I was shaping you. I was making your heart soft but strong. I was teaching you that love is not about possession, but purpose. I was preparing you not to need them, but to stand as the kind of soul they can return to, not for comfort, but for truth. Every sleepless night, every tear, every prayer, it was not wasted. Each one was a seed that has now reached heaven's soil, and the harvest is coming. There will soon be divine intervention, the kind that cannot be explained by logic. Coincidences will begin to unfold. Messages will appear at the perfect time. Dreams will stir memories long forgotten. You may begin to feel their energy again, not because you're longing, but because heaven is reconnecting what was once separated. Do not fear these signs. They are not confusion, they are confirmation. You see, my child, free will may delay destiny, but it can never destroy it. Even when your soulmate tried to walk a different path, the thread of divine design remained intact. And now, as they face the emptiness of what they chose, that thread is pulling them back, not through guilt, but through realization. They will realize that they cannot build joy on top of false peace. They will realize that love built outside of my blessing will always require pretending. And when they are finally done pretending, they will begin to seek me, and in seeking me, they will find you again. But hear me well, my beloved, when they return, they will not meet the same version of you who once begged for love. They will meet the one who learned to rise in silence. They will meet the one whose faith became her fire, whose pain became her prayer, whose waiting became her worship. This is why I allowed the delay, because I did not want to return them to your old wounds, I wanted to return them to your healed heart. And while I work on their awakening, I need you to keep trusting. Do not interfere with my process. Do not reach out from desperation, reach inward for peace. Do not try to speed up what I am still sanctifying. Because timing is everything, and I am perfect in it. Soon, your soulmate will begin to experience divine exposure. The relationship they chose will begin to shake. Truths they once ignored will rise to the surface. Their spirit will feel the weight of decisions made without my blessing. And in that shaking, they will remember you, not just as someone they loved, but as someone who carried my presence. They will come to understand that what you offered was not ordinary love, it was divine alignment. They will see that you loved them beyond ego, beyond pride, beyond fear. And that realization will humble them. It will bring them back to me first, and then to you. My child, I am not just restoring love, I am rewriting destinies. I am closing the doors that kept you small. I am removing people who do not honor your purpose. I am aligning timelines so that what was delayed will now come rushing toward you in divine acceleration. You will soon witness a reversal. The one who once walked away will be the one seeking you. The one who doubted you will speak your name in reverence. The one who broke you will one day thank you for your forgiveness. But even more than reunion, I am giving you transformation. Because when you love from the soul, every heartbreak becomes holy. Your soulmate is awakening, and so are you. Every storm has a purpose. Every silence has meaning. The same God who allowed this distance is now calling the distance to end. So be still, my beloved. Keep walking in faith, not fear. Do not chase. Do not question. Simply trust. Because what I am aligning for you is bigger than what you lost. It is not just love being restored, it is destiny being rewritten by my own hand. And when the moment comes, it will be so gentle, so divine, that you will know it could only have been me. My child, listen closely now, for what I am about to reveal will bring peace to your heart. You have walked through storms that many would not have survived. You have cried in silence, questioning me, wondering why I allowed the one you loved so deeply to marry another. But today, I am lifting the veil from your eyes. I am showing you what I saw, the truth behind the pain, the divine purpose behind what seemed like rejection. You see, my beloved, I never separated you from your soulmate to punish you. I did it to protect you. I watched the way your heart reached out for love, pure and selfless, while theirs was still trapped in fear and confusion. You were ready to build something sacred, but they were still chained to illusions. And if I had allowed you both to unite then, their brokenness would have destroyed the very love I blessed you with. So I stepped in. I allowed the distance. I allowed the silence. I allowed them to walk toward someone else, not because they were meant for that person, but because the path of pain would awaken their soul. The marriage they entered wasn't your ending, it was their awakening. Every night they lay beside another person, their spirit will ache for what was divine, for what they lost when they turned away from you. I know, my child, you wonder if they ever think of you. And I tell you, yes. They do. In the quiet hours, when the world sleeps, their heart calls your name. They feel the echo of your prayers. They sense the purity of your love still surrounding them. But they must walk their own path now. The lessons they refuse to learn with you, they are learning through pain, through emptiness, through longing that no human love can satisfy. You must understand, this is not your defeat. It is your transformation. I allowed this heartbreak so you could discover your true worth not through someone's acceptance, but through my love. You had to lose what you thought you needed, to receive what your soul truly deserves. You had to feel abandoned, to discover that I never left you. When you cried, God, why them and not me? I whispered, because I am preparing you for something higher. You were never meant to chase love, you were meant to embody it. You were meant to rise, to heal, to become so whole that when love finds you again, it will no longer come from desperation but from divine alignment. My child, I see you, still holding their name in your prayers, still feeling their presence in your dreams. But I tell you this, release them now. Do not chase what my hand has moved away. If it is truly written, it will return in perfect time. But if it is not, then what I am bringing will make you understand why I had to say no. Sometimes my greatest blessings come disguised as heartbreak. Sometimes I must break your heart to save your soul. Because I love you too deeply to let you settle for something that would destroy your light. Remember, you were not rejected, you were redirected. You were not abandoned, you were being aligned. Every unanswered call, every ignored message, every tear was part of my holy plan to lead you to your divine purpose. You see, your story is not over. This chapter of sorrow is not your ending, it's your preparation. I am sending someone into your life whose love will not make you question your worth. They will see you as I see you. Precious, rare, chosen. They will not walk away when things get hard. They will pray with you, not play with you. They will hold your heart gently because they will know what it cost you to heal. But before that, you must make peace with the past. Forgive the one who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. When you forgive, you free yourself from their shadow. You close the door to bitterness and open the gate to miracles. I have seen every tear you shed in secret, every night you whispered their name into the darkness. I was there, holding you, even when you couldn't feel me. Every time you said, God, I can't take this pain anymore, I whispered, you are stronger than you know. And now, you are standing, scarred, yes, but sacred. Wounded, but wiser. Broken, but blooming. My beloved child, soon the very pain that crushed you will become your testimony. You will look back and say, if I had not lost them, I would have never found myself. You will understand that what I took away was never love, it was illusion. True love does not need to be chased, proven, or begged for. It is sent by me, and when it comes, it brings peace, not confusion. Do you know what I am doing now? I am rewriting your story. I am restoring what was stolen. I am healing what was shattered. I am aligning your destiny with divine timing. You will meet someone who mirrors the depth of your soul, someone whose love will not bring anxiety, only calm. And when they hold your hand, you will finally understand why I had to let the wrong one go. And for your soulmate, the one who married another, I have plans too. Their spirit will awaken. They will realize what they lost when they chose the world over your soul. But by then, you will have outgrown the pain. You will have stepped into purpose. You will have found the kind of love that does not wound but worships. And in that moment, you will whisper, "Thank you, God, for not giving me what I thought I wanted." My child, the season of tears is ending. The dawn is near. You are stepping into a new chapter of divine peace, where no human rejection can shake your faith again. I am replacing your heartbreak with healing, your loneliness with purpose, your confusion with clarity. You will no longer wait for someone to choose you, you will walk knowing you are already chosen. So, dry your tears now. Look to the heavens. Your story is not a tragedy, it's a resurrection. The pain you carry will become the oil of anointing that blesses others. You will speak from your scars and heal those who think they will never smile again. That is why I allowed you to go through this, because your voice will awaken others to faith. Remember, I am not just the God who gives love, I am love. And I am within you. You have not lost your soulmate, you have found me in the silence they left behind. And now, I bless you. I bless your heart with peace. I bless your path with divine encounters. I bless your nights with calm and your mornings with hope. The one meant for you will come in perfect time, not to complete you, but to walk beside you as two whole souls guided by my hand. From this moment forward, release every pain, every question, every memory into my light. I am making all things new. You will smile again. You will love again. You will trust again. Because I, your God, am not done with you yet. The story that once broke you will one day be the story that makes you believe again. My child, come closer to me. Rest your weary heart upon my hands for a moment. You have carried so much, memories that feel heavier than mountains, emotions that echo through sleepless nights. But tonight, I want you to rest. You have fought enough. You have cried enough. You have tried to understand every why, every when, and every how. But now, I want you to simply be still, for I am making everything beautiful in its time. There are things that cannot be explained by logic, only by love. And I am love itself. When I took away the person you thought was meant for you, I was not taking love from you. I was preparing the kind of love that never fades, that never betrays, that never runs away in fear. What you lost was temporary, what I am preparing is eternal. Your soul was never meant to remain broken. The pain was only a doorway through which I entered your life more deeply. You thought your story ended when they walked away, but in truth, that was when your real story began, the story of your healing, your awakening, and your divine rising. Do you remember the first time you prayed through your tears, not for them to return, but for peace? That was the moment heaven rejoiced. Because that was when you stopped begging for human love and started opening to divine love. You stopped chasing what was fading and began receiving what was eternal. That one whisper of surrender, God, I trust you, changed everything in the unseen world. Since then, I have been rebuilding you, piece by piece, gently and silently. Every tear watered the soil of your destiny. Every lonely night birthed wisdom. Every unanswered question was an invitation for faith. You could not see it, but angels stood around you, guarding your heart when it wanted to collapse. Now, I am saying, your waiting has not been wasted. Nothing you went through is meaningless. The one who married another did not take your destiny with them. They only walked away with a chapter that had already served its purpose. I am writing a new one now, where you will no longer chase closure, because you will have peace within yourself. You are no longer the same person who once cried on the floor, asking me, why didn't they choose me? You are stronger. You are wiser. You are more radiant. You have found me in the ashes of what burned away. And that, my beloved, was always the real purpose of this journey. You thought I was silent when you prayed for them to come back, but I was working behind the scenes, healing your wounds, softening your heart, preparing a love that matches your new vibration. You see, I could not give you that person in the same season where your wounds were still open. I had to let you become whole, so that when the right one comes, you will not cling, you will flow. You will not fear, you will trust. My child, soon, you will understand why I had to take you the long way home. The path of pain was not punishment, it was preparation. You had to walk through heartbreak to learn how to love without losing yourself. You had to face rejection to learn how to choose yourself. You had to lose them to find me, and through me, to find peace that no person could ever give you. I know there were nights you whispered, God, I can't breathe without them. But you're breathing now. That breath you just took is proof that you were never alone. I carried you when you could not stand. I wiped your tears when you thought no one saw. I whispered hope into your spirit when your heart wanted to give up. And now, listen closely, a new dawn is near. You are stepping into a season where joy will not be fleeting. The peace I am sending will stay. You will wake up one morning and realize, the pain no longer rules your day. The memories no longer haunt your sleep. You will smile without forcing it. You will look at the past not with bitterness, but with gratitude. That is when you will know you are free. That is when I will send a love that matches your healed heart. A soul who will not be afraid to stay. They will not remind you of your pain, they will remind you of your purpose. You will not have to question their intentions, because their love will carry the fragrance of my presence. When they look into your eyes, you will feel calm. When they hold your hand, you will feel home. They will not compete with your faith, they will join it. They will not ask you to dim your light, they will rise with you into it. This is the kind of love I have kept hidden until your healing was complete. And as for the one who married another, let them go with peace. They are walking their own journey of awakening. Their choices may have caused you pain, but they were part of a divine equation meant to lead both of you to higher truth. If they ever find their way back, it will be when both souls are truly free. And if they never do, know this: I will fill your life with a love that will make you say, "Now I understand." My child, release the timeline, release the fear. Everything you lost was never lost in my sight, it was only being rearranged for your greater good. You are walking into your harvest season. You will reap joy where you once sowed pain. You will experience abundance where you once felt emptiness. You will love again, and this time it will not break you, it will build you. So stand tall, my beloved. The chapter of sorrow is closed. The night has passed. You are stepping into the sunrise of new beginnings. Keep your heart open, for miracles are already moving toward you. Keep your faith steady, for I am about to surprise you with what you thought was impossible. And as you move forward, remember these words: you were never forgotten. You were never unloved. You were never left behind. You were being prepared for something divine. Now, I bless you, your heart, your home, your destiny. I bless you with peace that surpasses understanding. I bless you with the strength to love again. I bless you with clarity to recognize true love when it appears. Go now, my child, not as someone broken by the past, but as someone born anew by my grace. Your tears have watered your future long enough. Now, it is time to bloom.